Hi everyone, my name is Madhusudhan Aithal. In today's presentation, I'm going to talk about our paper on positivity bias of negative reviews. Our work is motivated by the Pollyanna hypothesis. It asserts that there is a universal human tendency to use positive words more frequently and diversely than negative words in our daily communication. This has been validated using corpora ranging from Google Books to Twitter. But does this hold in negative reviews also, which are written to express negative opinions? Let's look at an example review taken from the Yelp website. This is a negative review. Food was okay, not the money they charge. I was unimpressed and will not return. I was excited to try this place and was so disappointed as my expectations were high. Service not great and the parking is awful. This review contains as many as three negations and 3 positive words. So how common are positive words in negative reviews? To study more about it, we used multiple data sets of English reviews. Bolded are the ones that we show in our results today. In general, negative opinions are longer than positive opinions. However, this difference in length is smaller at the sentence level. So we used sentences as the basic unit of our analysis. As the first step, we computed the occurrences of positive and negative words in all the reviews. We found that negative reviews contain more positive words than negative words. We highlight these differences for the Yelp and peer read data sets, but this observation holds good for all the other data sets. Peer read data set contains academic peer reviews. Now we may have a question. Why is it that negative reviews contain more positive words than negative words? There are two possible reasons for this. Negative reviews tend to still include positive opinions due to a naive interpretation of the positivity bias. The second reason is that negative reviews tend to use indirect expressions, that is applying negations to positive words to indicate negative opinions. Our results mainly support the second reason. So let's look at the negations and their relation with sentiment lexicons distribution. We used a lexicon-driven approach using Vader to identify negation terms such as not, should not, cannot, etc. As can be seen that negative reviews contain more negations than positive reviews. Next, we examined how these negations are associated with sentiment lexicons. For that, we investigated the occurrences of negations immediately followed by positive and negative words. We can see that negation before positive lexicons in case of negative reviews are more than any other combinations. After seeing all these results, we may have a question. How much of positive words usage in case of negative reviews can be explained by the highest value in this graph? That is negation before positive lexicons. We found that it is sufficient to explain only 11.3% of all the positive words in case of negative reviews. So many positive words are not directly negated. We can see a few example phrases for that. Fail to support, nor is the food great, I will not return. The third example, I will not return, does not even contain a sentiment lexicon, but clearly has a negative sentiment. So our lexicon-based approach cannot capture this. As can be seen, humans can express negative sentiments in much more complex ways. So just studying negation before sentiment lexicons is not enough. To capture the sentiment of more complex sentences, we used BERT classifiers. We fine-tuned the BERT model on dataset reviews and used it to predict the sentiment of sentences. This graph is for negative reviews. I'm now going to explain our findings using Yelp as an example. The majority of sentences with positive words are negative. This indicates that most of the positive words are negated in some way, highlighting the role of indirect expressions, supporting our second reason. The remaining sentences with positive words are still classified as positive, and that aligns with the tendency to report positive views of reality. Also, sentences with negations are dominantly negative, which confirms our hypothesis that negations are used to express negative sentiment. In comparison, sentences with positive words in case of positive reviews are mostly positive. Also, negations are not generally associated with negative sentiments here. So these indicate that there is no common usage of negations associated with positive words. In the conclusion, the main goal of our study was to investigate positivity bias in negative reviews. As part of that, we highlight the role of indirect expressions, particularly with positive lexicons in negative reviews. We hope that our work encourages others to further investigate the framing choices when we express emotions and opinions and their implications on NLP applications. Thank you.